Hello, everybody, and welcome again to Classic Puppet Theater. Yes, we are back again for what? You're wondering? Well, it is Spider-Man, issue 4, the first appearance of the Sandman. But before we get into that, we need to, of course, introduce our crazy cast of characters. Ta-da! And at my side, you can see our leading lady, of course.
Hello.
Are you hiding under the desk? I walk onto a stage. You just... What were you doing under the... I don't want to know.
No.
Our leading lady, Maranya.
Hello.
Hello, of course, and below, in the darkness, we have Froggy.
Oh, I was at our desk too.
See, when he does it, nobody bats an eye. I do it, everybody loses their minds.
Because he's a frog, you're a grown man.
You're so clean cut, they don't expect it of you.
Debatable. My wife,
and of course, our own desk dweller, Mr. Stanzak.
I'm Mr. Sanzak.
Sing a song.
Of course, I'm rough and I get everywhere. Wait, that doesn't sound right.
That doesn't sound good.
I don't like that. No,
we're not doing Star Wars right now.
We'll fix that in post.
It's starting to get a little bit grainy.
Oh.
A little bit of true grit.
Oh.
Anyway.
Look at me, I'm sad. Oh, sorry, that one song.
Froggy, he's avoiding the anyway. It's in your contract, Frog.
You gonna pay me this time?
Are you going to say anyway?
I'll pay you an apple cake.
I might if you promise to pay me this time. I'll
pay an apple cake.
Well, like the Fantastic
I can't eat food that way.
All of our profits go straight into scientific research.
Yes.
Yeah, we're not General Motors.
I'm building a rocket ship.
Let's go ahead and pull up this cover.
Yeah, pull it out. Let's see
it. 12 cents.
I will back up and we can see this one I'm not a big fan of. Why, you might wonder? Well, because most covers have some, it's like focusing on a small area. This is 4 separate panels. I don't want.
Yeah,
it's almost like a page of a comic. It's almost like a page of the story itself.
Where have we seen 4 separate panels before? 1, 2. Oh.
Shut up. It's serving as the narrator. Of course, we have Maranya. So go ahead and announce.
The Amazing Spider-Man.
And as the Sandman, we of course have Zach.
Spider-Man.
And as Spider-Man, we have Froggy.
Now I've got you. Hey, what?
Surprised? See why I'm cold. The Sandman.
He'd be great at sorry. He'd be great at kitty litter parties.
How can Spider-Man defeat a foe who cannot be injured? Don't dare miss. Nothing can stop the Sandman.
Except the sea breeze.
Yeah.
Or Anakin Skywalker.
This would have been a better cover, I feel.
That
right
is, yeah.
I agree. That would have been better. Nothing can stop the Sandman. In the space of only the first 3 issues, you readers have made Spider-Man one of the greatest, most phenomenal successes in the history of super characters. And now, with this record-breaking 4th issue, Spider-Man soars to still greater heights as he battles the most fantastic foe of all. So, settle back for the thrill of your life, the fateful moment when Spider-Man meets the Sandman.
By Stan Lee and Steve Ditko.
X362.
Know what New York's biggest tourist attraction is? Grant's Tomb? Empire State Building? Nope. It's a colorful crime fighter named Spider-Man.
Looks like old Jonah Janus is still gunning for me and his paper. Some guys just never give up.
on the billboard, The Spider-Man Menace, a new series by J. Jonah Jameson, starting today in the Daily Bugle.
Well, if I ever saw Three Punks case in a jewelry store, now I've seen it. I was right. No sooner does a profiteer lock up for the night and head home, then they start sneaking up to the place. And I can't read.
Hey, what's going on?
Who's this guy?
Feels like a piece of web dropped down on us. But
Sorry.
who?
Sorry, guys, I was excited. Well, it's not Dr. Kildare.
Spider-Man with Sunk!
Shut up, stupid. I'll handle this.
If you think you're putting a fight, brother, let me warn you.
A fight? The only fight I'll put up is in court. I'm suing you for assault and battery, and I got witnesses to prove it.
Yeah, that's right.
There's no law against 3 honest citizens walking in the street at night. Then you come swooping down on us, scaring us out of our wits. You're a menace, just like J. Jonah Jameson says.
Don't. Oh, wait. Sorry. Go ahead.
He's right. I was a fool. Should have waited till they broke in the store. Now I have no evidence.
Don't you feel like a jerk parading around in public in that get-up?
Fine way to talk to a superhero, but what can I do about it?
Hey, let's swear out a warrant against Spider-Man. I'll call a cop. Help! Police!
You're not swearing.
Bleep.
This is a baddie. Them calling for help against me?
Please! Boy, you can never get a cop when you want one!
Well, help ya. Hey, police!
I see one coming now!
All right, what's going on here?
It's Spider-Man! He attacked us for no good reason!
You'll find my web on the ground, and it's there. 3 against 1. Even a superhero knows when it's time to cut out.
Hey, come back here. I've got to fill out a report. I need your name, your address, your social security number. Wait a minute.
This will teach me not to jump straight. Doing voices here. This will teach me not to go charging into things until I know what the score is. I can't read that. I think it says, well,
Yeah.
could be worse. At least I did stop him from robbing that storm.
Get him down from there. Shoot the bomb.
Anything but the bomb.
Gotta hand it to you, Charlie. You sure outsmarted that creep.
All right, you guys, move along. The party's over. If I were Spider-Man, I might have tackled you myself, because you got larceny written all over you.
Meanwhile, up above,
It's all his fault. On account of Jameson stirring everyone up against me, even cheap crooks now. They think they don't have any fear me anymore. Well, it's time I paid J. Jonah a little visit as Spider-Man. Heck, it's empty. He's not in. I'll just leave a little souvenir for him to prove I was here. Pulls on his pants.
Don't you dare leave anything on my desk.
minutes later,
Well, that's that. Now, hey, police car is below. Something must be up. I better hang around. That fella climbing frantically to the roof. He must be the one we're looking for. It'll be duck soup for me to get him.
Sorry.
First, I'll shine my Spider-Man beacon in front of him to let him know what he's up against. And then I'll just, holy Hannah, who are you? Holy Hannah Montana!
I didn't expect a welcoming committee, but since you asked, I call myself the Sandman. Now then, any other dumb questions?
The Sandman? I heard of you, but I thought the reports were just a gag. If what they say about you is true, you're wanted by the police from Maine to Mexico.
Very interesting. Now get lost. I got me a couple of banks to rob, and I don't want to work overtime.
Hold it, Gruesome. Never give Spider-Man the bum's rush, but I'll give it to you.
You're gonna get worse than that if you don't let go. Think I'm kidding, huh? Okay, let's see you hold on to me now.
He's slipping through my fingers just like soft sand. I've been here before. I don't get it. How do you manage to do that, but...
That's kid stuff. You ain't seen nothing yet. Now do you see why they call me the Sandman?
It's unbelievable. Your body isn't flesh and blood. My face goes right through you without even hurting you.
But I can hurt you, pal. All I gotta do is harden any part of me that I want to. Like this.
Your your jaw is like iron.
And how's this? No hands.
Oof. He can change his body as easily as Mr. Fantastic. Only Sandman isn't on our side.
I'm
Side
elastic.
note by Stan Lee, Mr. Fantastic, famous lead of Fabulous Fantastic Four.
Don't go away, chum. The body's only starting.
Oh no! He's toying with me. I gotta use my web on him.
But then,
Oh no! I tore my face mask. Can't let anyone see me like this. It'll be the end of my secret identity. Even if I could, I don't dare catch him now.
So you got me. So what? Soon as the police grab me, I'll let them all know who you really are.
Once my secret is out, J. Jonah Jameson will never stop hounding me.
To think that a public menace lived right in our midst, hiding beneath a mask of respectability. He must be expelled from school, driven from town. Lock him up for life. I don't want decent teenagers to associate with him. He's just an overgrown delinquent.
And Aunt May, if I'm driven from town, what will happen to her?
don't worry about me, Peter darling. I'm just an old lady. It's you who matter.
Wow, she's really hawking those shoelaces.
For 10 cents.
Hey,
Oof. Come back here, you blamed coward. The amazing Spider-Man. Bah.
If he was smart, he would have just webbed his face up and left his eyes open.
Yeah. But he's a teenager, so.
And he's smart too, isn't he?
Well, yeah.
I've got to get away. Can't take a chance on him recognizing me. The risks are too great.
He's gone. And now I'll just get back to business. It's easy for a guy to jump off the roof of a building if he can turn into small weightless sand particles that are small and get everywhere. Then, after I land on the sidewalk, all I have to do is reform those particles again. And now for a date with a bank.
reaching the bank, Sandman reforms the particles of his index finger into the shape of a blank key.
This is easier than using burglar tools.
Inserting his finger inside the lock, the key takes the exact shape of the lock itself, enabling it to move the tumblers, thus opening the door. Once inside the bank, Sandman then slides across the floor, slithering under the electric eye barrier without setting off an alarm. Until...
So far, so good. Now to tackle the main vault itself.
Meanwhile, at the home of Peter Parker, high school science major, we find Peter, alias Spider-Man, wrestling with an unusual problem for a superhero.
If this doesn't take the cake, I can't go out to public experiment until my mask is sewn up. While it comes to sewing, I'm all thumbs. This is ridiculous. I'm no cotton-picking seamstress. Wow, that's really racist. But I've got to do it myself. I can't walk into a tailor shop and say, sew my Spider-Man suit, please, without making somebody just a little bit suspicious about who I am. Ouch! Darn needle. Wish I could ask Aunt May without arousing her suspicion. Hey, what's this?
We bring you a special bulletin. The dreaded Sandman has been reported in our city. For those of you who are unfamiliar with Sandman's background, Channel 17 presents this brief summary. A few months ago, he was an inmate at Island Prison, known as Flint Marco. He was the most incorrigible prisoner at the maximum security jail. Then, one night, he escaped through an unguarded drainage tunnel. Vowing never to be recaptured alive, he headed the FBI list of most wanted criminals as he managed to remain one step ahead of the pursuing lawmen. But as the police dragnet drew even tighter, he hid in the one place where no one would imagine a man would hide, at Atomic Devices Testing Center.
Danger, keep out.
Realizing it was the only place where he could have a measure of safety, he remained on the lonely, forbidden area beach until the fateful day that a nuclear test explosion caught him unawares. By some incredible accident, the molecules of his body merged at that radioactive instant with the molecules of the sand beneath his feet, and his body took on the qualities of the sand itself, becoming virtually indestructible. And so we urge every listener to stay indoors and...
Uh-oh. Aunt May's coming. Gotta hide my costume fast. Just time to throw my robe on and hope none of it's showing.
Peter, dear, you've been studying so hard. I bought you some cookies and milk. Why are you clutching your robe so tightly? You look so agitated. You must have a fever, dear.
That's my best excuse. I think maybe I'm a little ill, Aunt May.
Now you just get right to bed, Peter. I'll bring up some aspirins and a thermometer for you.
Gosh, you don't have to do that. Bother with that, Aunt May. I'm sure I'll be okay in a little while. She's gone. Now I can look at my Playboys again.
Police have thrown a cordon around the bank. Sandman is said to still be inside. Ladies and gentlemen, this is one of the TV's most dramatic moments. Our on-the-spot cameraman is actually photographing Sandman as he calmly walks out the bank. The police bullets don't seem to affect him.
Minutes later,
Sandman made a clean getaway. I'll bet Spider-Man could stop him if only I could sew my mask and slip away from Aunt May, but she's too clingy.
you'll be just fine after a good night's sleep, dear. You've just been studying too hard. Meanwhile, the Sandman races through the city with the pursuing police right at his heels. Suddenly turning a corner, he drops his stolen money bag as he wills his radiation-affected body to change its physical structure. And the unsuspecting officers run past. But who would think to suspect what lies beneath an innocent-looking mound of sand in a vacant lot?
Not so innocent looking when it's that high.
Yes. The next morning...
And though Sandman has made good his escape, the police are keeping constant vigil.
You seem better this morning, dear, and your temperature is perfectly normal. I'll fix you a nice warm breakfast and you can go to school. As soon as his doting aunt leaves the room...
Phew! I was up half the night working on this, but at least it's finished. And so I'll just wear my Spider-Man costume under my clothes today.
Breakfast is ready, Peter. Be sure you eat every drop. I've got to leave a little early today.
Thanks, Emmy. I'll be coming a little late home today. I'm going to stop up and see Mr. Jameson about something.
He's that nice gentleman who publishes the Daily Bugle and Now magazine, isn't he? Just be sure you don't exert yourself, dear. You know how easily you catch cold.
Oh, Aunt Marania, I wish you wouldn't make me so... I'm pretty husky, you know.
Now, Peter. We can't be too careful, can we? Here, take your umbrella. It may rain today.
Boy, if the world ever found out that Spider-Man had to carry an umbrella and promise not to exert himself.
A few minutes later, at the publishing office of J. Jonah Jameson. Good morning, Mr. Jameson.
Bring me the latest bulletins about Sandman right away. I also want to file on Spider-Man. First, Spider-Man plagues the city, and now Sandman. I wonder if there could be a connection between the two. What a scoop it would be if there is.
Sitting at his desk chair, Jonah Jameson angrily finds the little memento which Spider-Man had mischievously left the day before.
What the dog-blamed, ding-busted Sam Hill is on my chair?
I haven't any idea, sir.
I'm stuck to this blasted chair. I can't get out. There's a piece of adhesive webbing on the seat. It's the work of that miserable Spider-Man. Well, don't just stand there gawking, Miss Brent. Go get me another pair of trousers.
Yes, sir. Oh, there's JJ's young photographer, Peter Parker. Would you bring these trousers into Mr. Jameson, Peter? He's in such a bad mood. I hate to face him.
Sure, Miss Grant. JJ must have found the little memento I left for him yesterday. I clean forgot about it. I gotta say this though, the webbing only lasts for an hour.
They changed it because before
It's permanent.
It didn't used to last longer.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, it's you, eh? Did you bring me any new pictures?
No, Mr. Jameson. I've been sort of busy with my studies, but here's a pair of pants for you.
Listen, Parker, I want pictures of Spider-Man! You've managed to bring in great stuff in the past, but if you can't deliver now, I'll get someone who can. Do you read me? Say, what did you come up here for anyway?
I wondered if you can give me an advance on my next check.
In advance? Are you kidding? What do you do with money? Eat it? Look, this is a business, not a charity. When you bring me exclusive pictures, I pay for them, but not before. You teenagers are all alike. You think the world owes you a living. Now get out and bring me shots of Spider-Man, and don't come back till you do.
I needed the dough for a new experience with my webbing, but I can't tell him that. Well, I tried.
Once I get those pics of Spider-Man, I'll run him next to some pics of Sandman. With a caption reading, "Are they the same man?" What a feature that'll make.
Better get to school before I miss the last bell.
And so,
Hey, you're not serious about having a date with Puny Parker tonight, are you?
well, the poor guy has asked me so many times. I just didn't have the heart to refuse him again, Flash.
I'll have to find some way to pick up the trail of Sandman after school tonight and totally blow off Liz.
Hello, Peter. What time will you pick me up tonight?
Suffering cats! I forgot about my date with Liz tonight. I'll have to break it. Gosh, Liz, I'm a man. You're a woman. I'm busy. I'm sorry. I can't make it tonight. Something kind of important came up.
Lucky for you, Liz. Now you can go out with a real man, namely me.
Gee, don't be angry, Izzy. Just walk away. Sorry, Guns N' Roses. Gee, don't be angry, Liz. You see, I have to study for tomorrow's exam, and...
Peter Parker, you're the top student in the class. If you can't spare one evening for a date, then I'm sorry for you. Goodbye.
Dig the crazy umbrella. How come you left your galoshes at home, Skinny?
Sometimes I think I had to have my head examined. Sticking to Spider-Man bits, but I'm beginning to think it's a secret identity for the birds. I wonder if my spider power is affecting my brain also. Nothing I do seems to turn out right.
Parker, stop daydreaming in class.
You're just jealous of thinking about something better.
Meanwhile, not too far away, Sandman is having his share of trouble. Also, as he realizes that evading the police isn't easy, not even for a super criminal.
I turned my legs into sand just in time. These blasted cops are all over the place. They may be having a tough time. They may be having a tough job holding me, but they sure are wearing me down. I gotta find a place where I can hole up and rest for a while. That high school over there looks like a good spot. Nobody'd ever think to look for me in there. Everyone's in class except that one lonely-looking kid. Kind of a sad sack of a waste of a human. Now to find an empty classroom.
That's what I get for not paying attention in class. I get stuck with the creepy guy looking at me from behind while I carry these bottles from the lab to the boiler room. A real glamour boy. That's me.
Oh, just leave him there, Sonny. I'll rid of him soon as I just this new king-size vacuum cleaner.
He doesn't know how lucky he is. No worries except being a schmuck and cleaning the school. No nutty villains to chase. Man, if I can only have a boring life like his and get paid.
And on the floor above,
Someone's coming. I better duck into this room here. Uh-oh. The blind room is packed.
And now, class, our principal will say a few words to... What?
It's the Sandman. Look here. I'm Principal Davis. I demand to know...
Quiet, you. I'll do the talking. So you're the principal, huh? Know something? I never graduated school. Stay in school, kids. Maybe this is my chance to get a diploma.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, you're gonna find out right now. I figure a guy like me deserves the best of everything. So I want you to write me out a diploma or else.
Nothing could make me do that. A diploma must be earned. Your threats can't make me violate my trust or my duties.
Say, listen to him stand up to the Sandman.
I'm surprised another guy saying, that guy's suicidal.
Well, did you want
that Flash?
That's Flash.
Is that Flash? Oh, now there's a man with guts.
Stop! Stay back. These students are in my care. All of you run! Run home! Call the police! I'll hold them off till you get out safely.
That's what you think, mister. I'm gonna teach you a little lesson right now.
but outside the classroom door, the returning Peter Parker has overheard the commotion, and making a rapid change, he suddenly bursts into the room like a tornado as the amazing Spider-Man.
You've got that backwards, loudmouth. You're the one who's got a lot to learn.
Spider-Man?
Wowee! This sure has studying calculus beat all hollow. Whatever that means. Go get him, Spider-Man! Get him
one for us, pal.
Yeah.
Wonder if they'd cheer so loud if they knew that puny Peter Parker they're cheering.
That was a real dramatic entrance, Spider-Man. But enjoy it while you can, because this time you ain't getting away from me so easily.
I gotta get him away from here. I can't take a chance on any of these kids, especially Flash. Well, maybe Flash. Getting hurt while we're fighting. But maybe I can quickly floor him with one punch. Uh-oh. Not a chance. My spider thingies are tingling. Tells me... Sorry. My spider sense tells me that he's making his body rock hard again. It's just... I just bust my hand trying to grab it. Instead, I'll do the unexpected. I'll use both hands. I'll grab him with a scissors hold before he can change the structure of his physical makeup. And then I'll flip him over my head like this. Happy landings, Braggart.
Ah!
Perfect. I got him out of the room. Now to find a way to hold him here until the police get here.
Well, boy, did you see that?
I wonder where Peter went. He isn't here.
Ooh, that coward! He's probably hiding with his head under a desk somewhere.
His name's not Zach.
I can't see the camera.
Hey, Sandman. I recovered faster than I thought. I've got to stay out of his way. stay out of his way until the school can be cleared of the kids.
I think that's a girl.
Quickly, everybody out, this way.
Well, it could be a guy today.
Oh.
Okay, Spider-Man, now it's just you and me. Once I finish you off, nobody will be able to stop me.
He's pressing me too hard. I need more room. He has advantage at this close quarters. I'll need my agility to get out of range. Ah, this is more like it. Now I've got to lure him out here into a bigger area, and I know just the place. Good. He followed me into the gym. Now I got room to operate. I'll cover him with my web from up here.
Tricky little clown, ain't ya?
Brother, you don't know how tricky.
Well, you'll have to be a lot trickier than that to hold me.
Heck, he's pouring right through my web.
Any other dumb stunts you want to try?
Would you accept the white flag? Why not? You're not going anywhere. I'm trying to sound confident, but to him, I'll sound like a boy. To him, but I'll be blamed if I know what to try next. He's sure no sitting duck. Gotta catch my breath for a second. He's got me trapped in his corner. He can't run. And my punches don't seem to be hurting him.
Now I got you right where I want you. Hold still, insect man. This won't take long.
Actually, it's an arachnid.
Okay, wise puppet. All right, you want to keep punching me? I'll make it easy for you. There, I've made myself all nice and sandy again. And now...
My fist went right through him, but he made his body hard again. I'm stuck.
I don't want you to get bored, chum, so I'll hit you a different way. Ever get any love taps from a guy's rock hard?
Ow! And side note, we got Hammerhead, so don't worry about it.
Well, he's not around. He's not around yet.
His love for hard heads came back.
Oh.
If I didn't have my spider strength, I'd be out for the count. Now, I can't take much more of this. Gotta do something.
Suddenly, summoning every remaining bit of strength in his amazingly powerful body, thus Spider-Man exerts one last mighty effort and flips Sandman over his head against the iron stairway post.
What?
Take the stairs, chum.
Yeah. The awesome criminal releases his hold on Spider-Man as he shatters into countless grains of sand.
I'm free! But for how long? He's already reforming the sandy elements of his body into a solid mass.
Nice try, Spider-Man, but a fat lot of good it'll do ya.
Boy, anyone who wanted to trade places with me right now wouldn't have to coax me very hard.
I'll just let my grains of sand ooze over there towards you, like having your legs in quicksand, isn't it?
I'll bet you'd be great at a party. You're just a barrel of fun, aren't you?
Well, this little party's gonna end real soon. Here's where I put you away for keeps, you costume pest.
Uh-oh, he's trapping me more and more. I can't break loose. Wait, I got an idea. While he's busy trying to make me helpless, I'll bend down and try to make him form into some sort of ball.
I notice you're not giving out all the wisecracks now, are you, Spider-Man?
It worked. I'm moving him near the basement steps. Now, if I'm lucky...
You're just prolonging the agony, lame brain. This isn't gonna help you. Oof!
Still think it won't help me?
All right, you had your fun. Now I'm through fooling around.
That's so. I'm just getting started. This electric drill will bore through anything, and you better keep your distance, Sandman.
Don't you ever learn? All I gotta do is make my body like sand again. That dumb thing can't hurt me.
So far, so good. He doesn't expect that's what I want him to do.
Still not convinced, huh? Okay, go ahead. Waste your time. How'd a nut like you ever get to be a superhero anyhow?
Just stick around, big man. You'll find out before you know it.
Moving with breathtaking speed, The amazing Spider-Man suddenly drops his drill and seizes the huge industrial vacuum cleaner, which the school janitor had been adjusting earlier in the day.
So you want a diploma, eh?
What's that got to do with anything?
Just this. Here's the first part of your education, courtesy of your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Oh.
Whew. Got him at last. That heavy canvas bag will sure hold him for sure. Too bad. I could have got some pictures of our fight. Oh, Jameson would have paid a fortune for them. Say, why not? Maybe with a little ingenuity, I can still furnish the pics to JJ. I'll just take my camera out of my belt. There. I got the timer set to automatic, and now this bucket of sand will come in real handy. For fire only. Now I'll just toss a mess of sand in the air like this, and then I'll try to do it as a attacking Sandman while he's in his Sandman form. Since this really happened a few minutes ago, it can't be unethical. It's like shooting a retake of a movie. I just hope the camera's focused just right. These should be good shots.
Meanwhile, the police have thrown a heavily armed cordon around the school and...
All units are in position, Captain.
You want to take this voice, Froggy?
Good, remember, we don't want to take unnecessary chances.
Let me through! I'm J. Jonah Jameson. Let me through! What are you waiting for, Captain? Why don't you charge in there and overpower the Sandman?
Look, mister, I don't have to tell you about the newspapers. But I was sure that all the students are out of there before the shooting starts.
Later...
All right, the school is cleared. Cleared out except for the Sandman. You better get him now before he and Spider-Man can escape.
You're off base there, Jameson. We're not after Spider-Man. As far as we know, he's helping us battle the Sandman.
So he's got you fooled too, has he? I am convinced they're in cahoots. For all we know, they're planning to loot the entire city together.
Jameson, why don't you let me handle... Wait, look!
You can breathe easy, Captain. Sandman is all inside. Wrapped in review.
It's Spider-Man! He did it!
Don't let him fool you. It could be a trick. You've got to capture Spider-Man! Hold him until you find the Sandman.
Better come down from there, Spider-Man. You'll have to give us a full report.
And I've got a few questions to ask him too. My paper wants to know more about him. Why is Spider-Man allowed to roam this city at will, taking the law into his own hands?
Boy, nothing I can do can satisfy his Jameson. I better watch my step. He has a way of inflaming the crowd, turning everything I say and do against me. If the police listen to him, I'm liable to be locked up too.
It's you, Spider-Man.
That's you, Spidey.
Here, Sandman's lad.
Here, Sandman's aside. Handle it better care.
Captain, make Spider-Man come down too. Why won't he face us? What is he trying to hide? As a taxpayer, I demand he be apprehended.
I gotta change. Okay, go ahead.
What?
Read.
Okay, but inside the school again, Spider-Man has other plans.
I gotta change back to Peter Parker on the double before they find me.
A few seconds later...
I sure hope no one ties my sudden appearance with the disappearance of Spider-Man.
Hold on there, Parker. I've been looking for you.
Stranger danger!
So you were hiding in the school, eh? Good boy. Did you get any exclusive pictures of the two menaces for me?
Yes, sir, I did. I was lucky. I was kind of lucky this time. Here's the film, Mr. Jameson. I didn't have time to have it developed.
That's all right. Don't worry about it. I'll take the cost of developing out your pay.
Wow.
Not a sign of Spider-Man, Chief. Well, we've nothing against him anyway, and we do have Sandman under wraps.
Nothing against Spider-Man? What about the damage done inside of the school? Wait till my papers write an editorial about him wrecking public property. If Spider-Man had let the police handle this, Sandman could have been starved out of here and captured with no fuss, no damage. But once again, Spider-Man tried to steal the glory.
Mr. Jameson, the police appreciate Spider-Man's help. You can print what you want to in your papers, but sooner or later, people will realize you're just airing a private grudge of your own, probably because he saved your son from space, like you so casually remind us all.
Who cares about Jameson? That old senile man. For once, everything turned out okay. I polished off Sandman, got the money I needed, now there's nothing to stop me from dating Liz tonight. I better go find her. There she is! Liz, wait up!
Well, look who's here. Mr. Bookworm, 1963.
Now that the fighting's over, you finally come out of hiding, eh?
What is it, Peter? I happen to be quite busy.
Gee, don't be angry, Liz. I just wanted to tell you that I can take you out tonight after all.
Really? Perhaps we should declare this a national holiday. Sorry, Mr. Parker, but I have made other plans.
Meaning yours truly, punk. Now run along and find your funny little umbrella.
You brainless mouth. You've insulted me for the last time. I'm gonna wipe that stupid leer off your face right now.
Well. So the worm finally turned, eh? Okay, worm. I've been looking forward to this.
Wait, what am I doing? I can't afford to lose my temper like this with the strength of Spider-Man. If I get in a fight with a normal guy, I can pulverize him. Forget it. You're not even worth the trouble. I've got more important things to do.
Sure things like chickening out of fights and hiding whenever there's trouble. Things like that can keep a fella real busy, can't they, Petey boy?
Would you like us to help you across the street, Sonny? Maybe we could. Hey, what gives? You ought to feel his arm under his jacket, Flash. Parker's got muscles like a weightlifter.
Huh. Too bad he doesn't have courage to match.
You said it, Liz. Come on, chick, let's go. This company is boring me.
I never did like blondes. Good thing there's a redhead in my future.
How?
Now, even Liz thinks I'm a coward. That's sure pretty hard to take.
So long, Brainwave. Don't let any kindergarten kids run off with your books.
That's enough, Flash. You needn't be that cool to Peter.
Dames, I thought you were mad at him.
Later, walking home from school, a thoughtful Peter Parker overhears the comments of his neighbors.
I think that's a woman in the first.
Yeah, it is. Well, I see that Spider-Man captured that awful Sandman.
According to the editorial, Spider-Man is just as bad as the other one.
Don't you wish you were Spider-Man?
Nah, give me the Human Torch any day.
Jonah Jameson writes that Spider-Man has no business trying to catch criminals by himself. If you ask me, that's right. Who knows when Spider-Man may turn against society?
What would make a guy wear a goofy costume and run around chasing crooks?
I don't know. He must be a neurotic of some sort. Probably has his delusions of grandeur.
Finally, alone in his room, the amazing individual called Spider-Man searches his soul, bewildered, confused, and bitter.
Can they be right? Am I really some sort of crackpot wasting my time seeking fame and glory? Am I more interested in the adventure of being Spider-Man than am I helping people? Why do I do it? Why don't I just give the whole thing up? And yet, I can't. I must have been given this great power for a reason. No matter how difficult it is, I must remain a Spider-Man, and I pray that someday the world will understand. By golly!
Yeah. One thing is certain: the world won't have long to wait for Spider-Man's next great thriller. Due to your ever-increasing demand, it will be on sale soon. Reserve your copy now. The end.
And if you didn't, You're a loser.
Yeah, well, it'd definitely be worth something now.
True story.
But overall, that was a really great tale. I really did enjoy the first appearance of the Sandman.
I'm very tempted to start reading ahead.
You're going to read ahead?
Well, yeah.
Number 5.
Yeah.
Well, but yeah, I guess that could help you with the next reading. Like I've read a lot of the issues that we were supposed to be reading for the first time, but
You fiend!
It's a good one.
I want to give a little taste of what's to come.
Ooh.
Next week, will Zach be under the desk or on top of the...
I'll give you a hint. He should have been in the What If.
Oh, what?
Yes. He should have been in the What If, but wasn't.
I'm so ready for number 5, but we will have to wait until next time on Classic Puppet Theater.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us.
I just got one thing to say. Here comes the 5. Fantastic 5.
That's already out right now on the What If of Classic Comic Book Theater. If you haven't seen it, you should check it out. It's really good. Froggy has reminded me to have the scroll wheel at the bottom right there to remind you about the Ko-Fi. So what we do here is we read comic books. We also do reviews and stuff, but we read comic books, and comic books cost money. So if you have the dime to spare, and I don't, yes, it's $1, but it doesn't matter. People understand. If you
Give us all the money.
We're not in 1963 anymore, folks. We need more than a dime.
I need the money.
if you have the time to spare and the time to look, please
give me the
consider
money.
donating
I
to
need
the
the monies.
Ko-Fi.
I need the monies.
Feed the poor starving frog.
Yeah.
What about the poor starving puppet?
Humans
About the
burned down my
You've got-
forest.
You've got plenty of fluff.
Frogs don't live in the forest; they live in the swamp.
Not anymore. The humans burned it down. I was in the Amazon, bro.
How do you burn
Are you
down
calling
a
me fat?
swamp? It's made of water.
The Amazon, yeah, is a pond. And guess what? It's part of the rainforest, bro.
No, the Amazon is a website where you can order books from.
That's what I was going to say. You stole my line.
Also, where you can order comic books, which is where we're going. We actually have to order something from Comixology for our next exciting reading. But you're going to have to wait and see what that is. But until then, thank you so much for showing up. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe and like the video and leave a comment. Let us know what you thought about this comic book. What you thought about our performances. It's all good to me. What are you doing, Froggy?
What? I'm
Making
excited.
making me nervous. That's what he's doing.
He's
Making me
auditioning.
nervous too.
He's auditioning for Summer.
Anyway,
Anyway.
thank you so much one last time. Before we say thank you and we say bye.
Bye.